You might have seen the program today. The titles would be like AI, then genre, other things, digital era. But I don't want to start something like that today. I'm going to start with something which doesn't require a Wi-Fi connection. I'm starting with a feeling. So hi guys, I am Syed Muhammed Junaid, pursuing artificial intelligence and data science, third year from Muhammed AJ College of Engineering. I have a question for you. Have you ever felt disappearing when you're sitting in a group of people? Consider it might be a high-stake meeting, or you're working on a collaborative workshop with some people on a tech project. You have something to say. It might be a correction, a logical answer, an idea. You have your windows open for it. You can step through it, but you didn't. Something happens. Your shoulders cave in a bit. Your voice hitches. And the moment passes. Here, you just didn't say quiet. You just shrunk. I spent half of my life being this type of a person. But when I digged into it deeper, into the emotions, about the biology, which basically makes a human in the world of artificial intelligence, I got something very curious and which changed my life. Shrinking isn't a personality trait or something. It is basically only thing what people is that people cannot do anything. It's a survival mode. In the world full of artificial intelligence, as we speak about future as the theme, that the future still feels human, what we say when we hear about future? Only one thing comes to our mind: AI, the language model, or the neural network. We think our brain are the super ultimate computers which can work on multitasks. But you know what? Our brains aren't like that. They are just like the old analog radios. What they do is, they only catch one frequency. Am I safe right now? When you are embarrassed, what do? You cross your arms, tuck your chin down, take as small as the physical space you need. Then what happens? I will say, why do you do that? Because in the animal kingdom, when you are small, you aren't a threat. And when you are invisible, you may not get attacked. When you are shrunk in a board meeting or in a social setting, what happens? Your brain turns off your humor. Your brain turns off your shyness. Your brain turns off your everything what you can shine with. And you shrunk completely, which makes you invisible. It takes you down into the survival mode. You know, we people, right now, we go for 5G connections or low latency connections. But do you know we have something more sophisticated wireless network known as the mirror neurons? As the research said, that the people who are leaders, who come up on stage and speak, command a room, their heartbeat also beats as faster as the person who shrinks. Their legs also shiver. But they have taught people they have taught their bodies to use the adrenaline as a fuel and not a warning. When you talk about a word vibe, I guess many of us have used that vibe. I didn't like that person's vibe and stuff. You're basically talking about biological synchronization. What happens is, when I am feeling scared, my brain pings your brain continuously. And if I am tired, if I am scared, you feel uncomfortable. But if I am regulated, if I have my breath under control, if I have my emotions under control, you feel peace. And when I can give peace, I can make my surrounding in peace, which means I got my true power. Simply saying, now we are into a position where we have the ethical and technical crosswords. We are in an invisible war of attention. AI is exploiting our shrinking weakness right now. And what happens here is, Ethics are basically not rules. Ethics are the heartbeat. The intuitions basically are things which says it might be wrong whether the data is right, but AI cannot have an intuition, guys. AI is not everything. AI might give the perfect script, but AI cannot give emotions, which only a human being can do. The world is fully committed to AI. And you might think, how would I shine? What would I do for shining right now? I'll give you some 2 steps. First thing, you take a calm breath. When you feel that your chests are tight, when you feel your legs are shivering, you calm yourself down. Take a deep breath, spread your arms, so that everything gets normal. Next, the most important thing, what an animal does is, you expand. You need to say your brain, the security guard which says that, please, you're not safe. You need to say it, that you're not a prey. You're a human being and you are here to shine. You're not here to just stay quiet. And what I say, the simple thing is, as the world is fully automated by AI, if you're not going to shine, which you're meant to do, then it's of no use. You're just going to be a person who's scared of everything. Last but not the least, when we are shrinking, we lose some critical points. Human loses in front of AI. And one more thing, when you shine, it's not about your ego. Shining is a generosity. Why it's a generosity? Because when you shine, you give people the context that technology still lacks. You give, as this theme says, the future still feels human. It will still feel human, because you give your chance to human, which made the technology to make it more better. Because the only thing what human and technology differs, AI differs, is emotions. So guys, next time you shrunk, you feel tired or you feel scared, take a long deep breath. Go shine, because it's your stage and you're here to shine. Thank you.